Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv, and it's a slow morning thus far, very slow morning. Right now we're looking at Bitwise. Bitwise has filed their application for Ethereum spot ETF, and I just find it to be funny given everything that's going on in that space, Ethereum being pointed at by the SEC as being a security. Now mind you, previously the CFTC and the SEC had already said that Ethereum is a commodity. So it's a 180 for the SEC, and I think there's going to be a big war battling in there between the CFTC and the SEC. SEC is going nuts. And I know I've touched on this before, but it's something that we really, really, really must pay attention to. We must actually pay attention to it from an industry perspective, because if Ethereum was held to be a security, that would be a major problem for a lot of this space. So we have to be mindful of it. We have to let our people know, our elected officials know that, hey, we're not for that. We're not for that. So start reaching out. Mike Novogratz says that the investment in Bitcoin is a hedge against U.S. national debt, which is currently at $34 trillion. I want you to just take that in a little bit. That's more than the assets under management of the top five money managers out there. That's not small. That's not small at all. Tokenized U.S. Treasury bonds. That's basically U.S. debt. The tokenized version of those bonds, of those assets, have totaled to be above $1 billion. I tapped on that last night. That's a big deal because of where they are. They're on Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, and Stellar. Who would have thought that you'd see those four spots, right? Those four blockchains at the forefront of something like this? I never would have thought it. And I think I saw it in the past and never paid attention to it, but that's actually a big miss on my part. And these are reasons why Ethereum, Avalanche, Stellar, people laugh at me about Stellar. And I'm like, shouldn't be laughing about Stellar. Stellar does more than you think. You can do a lot more with Stellar. Stellar is one of those cheap, fast, secure kind of blockchains that you just get stuff done. And look at the kind of stuff that you can get done. Polygon too. So I'm looking at this and I'm just going, wow, all kinds of wow. When people start doing their research, on the various blockchains that are out there, you should start looking at, well, what is it being used for? Are people just buying it and holding it like some kind of a meme coin? Or are they using that blockchain for what it's meant to be used for? This is a clear sign. Now, something else that caught my attention. It's been catching my attention for a few days now. The Binance executives being held by Nigeria. They've brought a case against Nigeria for two reasons: illegal detention and human rights violations. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. So I'm going to be paying attention to that in a major fashion. So every time I see news about it, I might not bring it up, but I am paying attention to it because that's big. Wrongful detention and human rights violations. Now you know why the third Binance executive escaped. And my question still remains, did that executive escape? They're just using the word escape? Or did or did they buy their way out? I'm dying to know. Because that would scream corruption at the highest levels, right? It's absolutely scream, corruption. So it's either ineptitude or corruption that made that third executive free. I'm looking at that and I'm just going, wow. Something that's going on the on the Bitcoin blockchain. Casey Rodarmor, he's the founder. Casey is the founder. I don't know if it's he or she. Casey is the founder of Bitcoin Ordinals. Now they have just launched Runes, the Runes protocol. And I go back and I just go, that protocol could be, not disruptive, but very helpful to the further development on Bitcoin. But my question becomes, why? Aren't there other chains that are faster, less expensive to work on? I mean, we were just talking about 4 of them: Ethereum, Polygon, Avalanche, Stellar. You have Solana, you have Cardano. I don't know. I'm just wondering what the overall benefit is going to be, and I'm going to have to do some research. I'm going to have to do some serious research on that. Now, if you didn't watch last night, we had a really good show last night, and not because of me. We had a really good show because of all the participants that were there amongst the community. It was awesome. I was supposed to only be on for about a half hour. The show wound up being an hour long. It was crazy cool. I mean, we had people from Laos, from Louisiana, United States, Canada, Nova Scotia. I mean, we had people from literally all over the world. Breathtaking to me. Really breathtaking to me. We're going to be doing that every weekday, right, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The show's name is going to be Grow My Bags Crypto Overflow. That's where we're going to be discussing what's going on during that day. It's going to be at some point. Right now, it's still open to the public. At some point, it's going to only be open to YouTube members that join up and support. It's a huge benefit because, again, that's a separate show just for members. All levels of membership, right? All levels of paid membership, they'll get that for free. It's going to be built in. And I think it's a great show because we really do learn from each other. We ask questions of each other. Some things I know, some things I don't know. We get into various topics. It's really a great show. Like I said, that'll happen Monday through Thursday, right? On Fridays at that same time slot, we're going to have Friday Flips. And that's going to be more news about the day, a coverage of what's going on at that moment, but really a conversation or me answering things that have been answered throughout that week, that have been asked throughout that week. So it's going to be really, really good. I really love this stuff. Anyway, this is Eddie J on crypto for growmybag.tv. I'd normally get into the numbers, but we're still moving sideways. There's nothing really to show you there. I really do hope you enjoy your Easter weekend. For those of us that celebrate that, enjoy. And thank you. Thank you very much for all your support. I hope you have a good one. Don't forget to join. Bye.